Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. So got scenery up here, and most of you in there doing real good under discussions, quizzes and homework. So been in touch with a few of you. If you got any problems, make sure you get in touch with me. Real quick, I wanted to, this is going to be a very short video here. I'm going to talk about focus, and the reason I want to talk about that is I'm doing this video Saturday afternoon. Friday night, I went down to Springfield for the graduation. So we do graduations twice a year, and it's always it's nice to see see students graduating. I got a picture here with a few of the students that just finished up their bachelors and MBAs. And the point I want to talk about this week is staying focused, staying determined, finishing what you start. I know it's a struggle. I know sometimes, getting things done on time, getting submitted, it can be difficult. There's a lot of distractions in our lives. But this is also something you started, you wanted to get. And when I'm at these graduations, it's always inspiring to see, like the auditorium, all the family and friends that are there supporting the students, and, some of the students sitting there walking across that stage, sometimes it's a little overwhelming for them. You might be in a little cloud because, like, all this stuff going on. But it is something very worthwhile, worth doing. After you get it done, it's something that you can never be taken away from you. The speaker last night, that was something he mentioned. Something I will add is, it's something you did versus giving up. But you may not think about it right away, but later on down the road, you're going to realize that the graduation is a significant event in your life. Most of it, have 5 or 10 things that happen in our lifetimes, depending on how old you are. You might be at the lower scale right now where not a lot has happened yet. But things like getting married, having children, those are significant events in our lives. And I'm talking about positive events. And getting that degree is one of those positive events. So that's why I say there's 5 or 10, depending on what you've done and or will do. So I just encourage you to stay, hang in there. And just don't get distracted. I know some of you do get distracted. It's hard not to, but just stay focused, stay determined, and go after it. And like I say, you'll be able to get a picture with me maybe down the road here. But okay, so so the course here, upcoming week here, you've got like 2 chapters. One dealing with the tools of finance, and with that, we're not talking about calculators. We're talking about different ways to figure out things. Present value, risk, risk, asset values, market hypothesis, and some things like that. So the other chapter has to do with unemployment. Unemployment is a very misunderstood concept. Politicians like to use it as a plus or a minus. Economists sometimes pretty much have explain it in a way. One of the things about a capitalist economy is there has to be unemployment for the system to work. If there was no unemployment, supply and demand things would go out of whack. So, and the general rule of thumb is, and I'm not sure if it's in this chapter or not, but 5% unemployment is where it needs to be. Or that would be like, hey, okay, we have no unemployment, because you got a certain amount of people who are purposely on unemployment. They're in between jobs. They're going to get a job next week, and things like that. There's other factors when there's unemployment that sometimes don't get counted. People get dropped off roles after a certain amount of time. Certain people don't get counted. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but that's what this chapter kind of talks about. So so there you go. So there's that. And otherwise, again, most of you doing real good. So keep doing what you're doing on discussions, good content, quizzes, and homeworks. Also, don't forget, I think you have your, let's make sure here, I believe, yep, research. So you have your week 4 upcoming week here. You got the research paper that you need to be doing. And if you got any questions on that, make sure you let me know. Word, 1-2 pages, Times Roman 12 point on that. And then the next week, last week, you'll have your final. And then week 5, you got, same thing. You got the discussion, homework, quiz, and also the final. So with that, I'll let you go. I'll give you my test question. You can let me know what the grandkids are doing here. I did something unusual at the store this week, as I let the 18-month-old out of the basket. So there you go. Let you go. Got anything? Just please get in touch. Some of you, some of us have talked already. So, but anyway, just get in touch if you need anything. Have a great week, and that'll do it. Take care.